Hello! So, welcome to the second episode of... Oh crap, we didn't pick out a name again.
Ask Stelcy.
Ask Stelcy?
Anything.
We named ourselves Stelcy. You can figure it out. So, the first person to ask a question was Brittany Webb.
Go Brittany Webb.
Heck yes. And she asks, in the song Yankee Doodle, is he calling the horse or the feather macaroni?
And Brittany, we've come to the conclusion that he is calling everything macaroni. Because,
apparently, back in those days, people who thought they were hot stuff were called macaroni. Go figure. Alright, so her second question is, if a kid refuses to sleep during nap time, are they guilty of guilty of resisting arrest?
yes, they certainly are.
Most definitely. Okay, next question, moving on. More importantly, why doesn't McDonald's sell hot dogs? Well, Brittany, that's a great question. We don't really know, but we're going to call them tomorrow and protest that they need to start selling hot dogs. But in the meantime,
you can go to Dale's hot dog stand. It's right off of Main Street, and I've heard they have hot dogs there, and microwaves, and I think chips.
microwave hot dogs and chips.
Yep.
That's it.
Yep.
Okay.
That's what I've heard.
There you go, Brittany. Alrighty. Moving on. Kayla asks, what causes rain? Well, Stephanie, what causes rain?
Well, in like 4th grade, we learned that it was evaporation, condensation, and that leads to precipitation. Apparently I didn't learn it too well.
But more simply and less scientifically, Kayla, God causes rain.
Yeah.
He
does.
causes everything. Okay, so her second question is, what was the most awkward encounter of your lives, individually and or together? And Kayla, that was an awkward turtle.
No words. No words.
No words needed. Okay, moving on to the next person. Nick Jensen asks a whole bunch of questions.
All right.
So we're going to answer these as best as we can. All right, Nick. How does ink come out of a pen? Gravity. Just gravity. What do you think the world would be like if bacon didn't exist? Oh, that's a tough one.
I'm not sure if I can answer that.
I don't either. Bacon?
I think we need somebody to answer it for us.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't even want to imagine such a world.
That
There you
was
go,
Dana
Nick.
Wesley.
Well, we can't even imagine a
We
world
don't-
without bacon.
We don't want to imagine it.
We can't. So, alright, moving on. If you were to release your own cereal brand, what would it be called and what sort of taste would it have? I think I would call it, or actually the flavor would be pina colada, and how's that song go?
If
You
you like pina coladas
and
kittens,
Caught in the Rain.
rain.
So, Caught in the Rain would be the title, and pina colada flavored cereal. It'd be like Good Morning every morning.
I don't know, Nick. I'll have to think about that one. But it would probably be something fruity, because I like Fruity Pebbles.
Okay. And then Nick asks, what would you say is the ratio to muscle to bone in your forearms? And I would like an answer from both of you on this one. Alright, well, Nick, after some serious testing, I have decided that muscle is about 25% of my arm, fat's about 50 plus skin,
What?
and then the bone is the other 25%. So we're just going to round and say 75% muscle and other stuff, and 25% bone.
I'm gonna say that I love how Ariel is swimming in the background. I am gonna say that Bone is probably 33% of my arm. Muscle is, what would you say?
I would say bone is like 50% of your arm and muscle is the other 50, and there's not much else in there.
Okay, well, there you have it, Nick.
Alrighty, moving on. Last question from Nick. All 5 of them. Alright. What is the fastest you have ever gone on horseback? Well, Nick, to go fast on horseback would probably have to include being off of a leading rope, so I'm going to say 0 miles an hour.
Yeah, I'm pretty much going to go with the same answer.
Okay, moving on. Alright. Jacob Martin asks, are dogs colorblind?
We discussed this earlier, and we don't understand how anyone can tell if dogs are colorblind because they don't have dog eyes and dogs can't talk and tell us that they can't see certain colors. So, we're going to go with no, they're not colorblind because we don't want them to be colorblind.
Exactly. And I don't think you can steal a dog's pupils and like see for yourself. I think ours would get in the way. I don't really know how that would work. Ask us in like 1,000 years when they have the science to do that. Okay.
He also asked if Jimmy cracked corn and no one cared, why did they write a song about it?
Well, Jacob, it's to let us know that no one cared. I mean, if they didn't write a song about it, we wouldn't know that we weren't supposed to not care.
Right.
So,
how do you crack corn anyway?
I don't know. Do you use a nutcracker? But it's not a nut.
It's not a nut. Okay, moving on.
I think that's it.
Okay. Oh no, why are the cops always trying to ruin our buzz?
Oh,
Jacob?
yeah. Well, Jacob, we're not really sure who you mean by our buzz. Because, first of all, to have a buzz, you'd have to drink something, and you don't, and we don't. And so we're not really sure whose buzz you're talking about. But if you're talking about
Buzz Lightyear and the cops are trying to ruin your Buzz Lightyear, that's pretty ridiculous, and I would definitely need to have a talk with them.
Stephanie may hunt them down.
Stephanie probably would.
Okay, I think that's it. Are those
Okay.
all the questions?
I think so.
Okay, so here's the deal. Spread out your questions a little bit more so we have time to individually answer them, because today we just ran through a whole bunch of them. And we're also going to let you all vote on where you would like us to record these. Preferably on campus and preferably somewhere where we won't get thrown out.
Maybe we could do it at Dale's hot dog stand once.
Yeah, that'd be really good. Do you think he'd give us free hot dogs from his microwave?
Oh, hopefully.
Heck, yes. Okay, so if you'd like us to find